Reaction time, man. Hey, what's going on? This is not a reaction. It is a reaction, but it's not a reaction. It's not what you typically watch because I watch a lot of reactions and I know what I typically see. I just watch people watch songs. That's not what we're doing here. We are reacting together. That's why I'm addressing you. Because, like, it's fucking awesome that you're over there. It's good to see you. Darren Espanto is singing I Believe. I definitely recently did Chandelier. And he crushed it. Knocked it out of the park. Completely amazing. Turned out I did know Chandelier. Turned out I did know. But I didn't know if I knew it. But it turns out I did know. This is Fantasia's I Believe. My initial reaction, other than pushing my cat aside, is that I don't know this song. I think it's always nicer when you know the song, but whatever. Let's get into it. Let's go. Let's check out Darren Espanto. Kamusta kayo? What's up? Let's go. Yep. We will have to, interrupt it because of copyright, but let's go. Oh, man. I'll say already, I can tell his like decrescendo he did in the beginning brought the volume down. I thought maybe this would be like an up, I don't know. It's like a feely song. I can tell I'm already annoying myself, so you're probably already annoyed. Don't worry, we'll get into a vibe. Oh, back up. Like you were dreaming, just to find that you're awake. That surrounds you, can lift you up and guide you on your way. I can see it in the stars across the sky. I am almost now 100% certain that I don't know this song, but I loved how he brought it down. And then as he built towards the chorus, he actually built. He built in the volume and the intensity of his voice. I'm not just making words up. Like, I'm not going back, but you could go back and rewatch that. He came down very soft to kind of pull you in. And then gradually delivered into the chorus. Ooh, that falsetto. He reminds me a lot of Morissette. A lot. And then his diction, his power and range, but his diction. When you're listening to a song you haven't heard before, which I haven't heard this, you've heard it, so I don't know. You gotta trust. Is that I can only, this is the first time I'm hearing the lyrics, but I can completely understand everything he's saying lyrically. And I'm not saying that because whatever country he's from, I assume he's Filipino or something. I assume something like that. Maybe it's not true. But American singers don't have good enunciation. Me talking to you right now, I don't have good enunciation. So it's a good testament when you can hear every word someone's saying and it's clear. Y'all probably like, this is the worst reaction ever. Tough. Never was that far. Oh, no.
time for every soul to fly. It's the eyes of every child. It's the hope that love.
Sorry, I guess there's gonna be a lot of comparisons to Morissette. I was not trying to do that, but something I'm noticing is he's always having a very pleasant face the whole time, which is something you take for granted, because most people are focused on just singing. But looking pleasant is part of the job when you're on camera. And he, even when he's singing low or in the middle, or he's delivering like some really normal lyric, he's got a little bit of a smile like the whole time. And I think I heard something about his consonants, but I'm trying to listen harder. There's that falsetto. Man. Yeah. So I did notice something, and he's definitely doing this smiley face, which, I'm not going to try to demonstrate it for you because I'm not a real singer. But if you try to sing a note and you open embouchure, I'm thinking about horn players. I don't know what you say when you're a singer. I don't know if it's still an embouchure or whatever. But when you typically open your mouth, your sound gets brighter. His sound is staying really rich and full, even though he's doing the smiley thing. When you're trying to smile, it makes your mouth wider. But also, there is a clear difference between him and Morissette, which is pretty cool that he pulls it off well. So Morissette typically nails all of her T's and D's right at the end of a phrase. So she's singing cat, she'd be like cat, right? Or the best thing I ever had, really hitting those consonants. He's not doing that. What he's actually doing is abruptly cutting off the consonant, so it has an effect of clarity, even though he's not really hitting that T or that D on the end of a phrase. So he's like hat, and almost like the really quick closing off of the voice makes the consonant clear. Someone who's like a trance singer would know a better way to describe what I'm talking about. But there's two very different ways of approaching consonants at the end of a phrase. I ain't no singer, bro. I'm a guitarist, bass player. It's true. Ask somebody. So even there, he drove what was like 100,000, but he didn't really hit the D. And right after that, he said something. Realized. So he said 100,000 and realized, both words with D's at the end, that you could really punch hard, and he's not punching them hard. Typically, an operatic, very ballad bass singer would really come down and hit those D's, and he's not doing it, but he still has it's just like I think it's almost like it feels like a more modern flavor of singing a ballad, right? A ballad versus a ballad, right? Ballad, right? Just cut the sound off, versus ballad, where you hit the D. Let's go. Let's go. Let's back up in there. He's about to say the word lift again. This time we're talking about a word in the middle of the phrase, but same idea. He's not pounding the T on the way up. Finding lifting me, lifting, almost like a turning the T into like a really soft D. Here it comes. Right? Oh, and then he changed it. That time he hit the T hard. The other couple times it was all D's. Lifting me, lifting me, lifting me, lifting me. Right there. So I don't know if this is extended outro is called a coda or not. Coda is like a tail. But now I'm like, this song is already over, but apparently there's like 20 more seconds. But the song's over. There's no way I mean, I'll be shocked. There's no way there's another verse coming in. There's no way there's a key change. I don't think. I think this is just going to be repetition for whatever we have, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. To me, the song's finished. The song's already over. We're going to keep going. Yeah. Yeah. Good job. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's a ballad because it just sounds, I don't know when it was written, but it's structured like a super old song because we had about 40 seconds of repetitive music that nowadays you just would not have. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're making a love song, a pop song, whatever, you're not gonna have 40 seconds, 50 seconds, a minute of just repetitive music without development. You'd have to bring in something extra, horns, a guitar solo, something, a key change. You can't just repeat it. But typically in really old ballads, you will do it. It's like this outro where you're kind of expecting to be on stage and everyone's clapping, everyone's going crazy. And so instead of the song ending, as people are getting so into it, you're still singing, you're singing the same part, and it's, a little outdated. I should have probably, because I think people think in all reaction videos you like everything. I don't like that song at all. I don't like that song. To me, that song is extremely boring. His vocal performance is outstanding. I give him a 10 out of 10. That song is, to me, really not good. I don't like that song. His singing is perfect. That song is terrible. I don't like that song at all. But his singing is absolutely delightful. Sorry about it.